Social Security and disability benefits are about to be changed forever, starting September the 30th, 2025. President Trump issued an executive order that changed the way Social Security benefits are paid. Hundreds of thousands of seniors on both Social Security and disability are going to be impacted. But you have until September the 30th, and you have two options. You have to choose one of those options in order to avoid your check being delayed. And so I'm going to walk you through what you need to do now to avoid having your Social Security check stopped or delayed because of this executive action. Also, I have great news regarding cost of living adjustment. Now, 2026 Social Security cost of living adjustment projections have been out and seniors have been disappointed. But there is a bill currently being proposed in Congress that will increase Social Security cost of living adjustment permanently and set a limit under which you cannot receive less. So basically, they're going to put a floor on your cost of living adjustment to make sure that your benefits are keeping up with inflation going forward. And then lastly, I have another good news. You've been hearing that Social Security is running out of money, that you're going to get a cut in 2032. There's going to be up to 25% cut. Well, there is a new bill in Congress that is proposing a $1.5 trillion fund. Basically, Congress is going to create a fund and put in money to be able to help seniors avoid having their benefits cut. So, I'm going to explain how this is gaining traction in Congress and why I think it's probably one of the best proposals out there to fix Social Security for the long haul. So, stay tuned. I have a lot to cover today. My name is Wami. I help seniors get the retirement benefits they deserve. I've been doing this for 15 years, creating content on Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, and other personal finance issues that affect seniors and their pocketbook. If you're new here, I am glad you're here. Do me a favor, go into the comments and let me know your city and your state. And if you've been watching my video for a while, welcome back. I am glad you're here. We have a lot to cover. So, let's start with the main news of the day, which is that Social Security is going to change starting September the 30th. First, I want to emphasize, why is President Trump doing this? Well, you probably know that the president has been focused on eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse. And so they have zeroed in on one opportunity they think is ripe for fraud and abuse, and that is Social Security paper checks. So if you know a senior that is still collecting checks via mail, or they receiving their Social Security check through the mail, that is about to change. And there's not a lot of time. You are being given until September the 30th. So it's a very, very short window to make one of two choices. You can either get a bank account, you can go to a local bank and get a bank account with your bank or a credit union, or you can sign up for the Direct Express debit card. I'm going to explain what the Direct Express debit card is, but those are your two choices. So what you need to do is you need to go and now figure out what you are going to do to continue to get your checks. Because starting September the 30th, they are no longer going to mail you paper checks. It's just not going to happen. And so there are a lot of seniors who are not aware that this is happening, and they're going to be in for a rude awakening. Because after September 30th, you are going to be expecting that your check is going to be mailed through the post office, and it's not going to come in. And so if you know somebody that is still getting paper checks, especially older seniors, let them know. Forward this video to them, because this is critical information they need to be aware of and make the right change before it's too late. So what are the two choices? Well, let's read the article and we can then figure it out together. So it's saying that, a Trump executive order will directly impact 500,000 Social Security beneficiaries. So what does that mean? Since the first check was mailed in 1940, that's when the Social Security started mailing check to seniors. 1940, Social Security has been provided a financial foundation for American public. Though it was initially conceived as a program that will financially support aging workers who could no longer provide for themselves, it's expanded to include workers with disability, as well as survivors of deceased workers. As of July 2025, nearly 70 million people receive traditional Social Security payout, but that is changing. President Trump issued an executive order and a flurry of changes to Social Security program were announced. One of them was that he wants to eliminate paper checks starting September the 30th. So that was the president signing that executive order in the Oval Office. And so let's hear what the executive order has to say. The big change in question comes courtesy of the executive order signed by President Trump on March 25th. It is called the Modernizing Payment to and from America's Bank Account. It's set to go on September the 30th. And though Social Security isn't the only government program affected, it means paper checks are going to go away in less than a month. So, how do you comply? Well, the Social Security Administration offered 3 reasons why they are doing this. The first one is that paper checks are more expensive, whereas electronic payments cost less. So, paper checks cost 50 cents to issue, electronic payments cost 15. It's right there. You can see it right here. So, the federal government is going to reduce their expenses by saving 35 cents per person. Now, electronic payments also offer a faster payment process than checks because checks takes a while to get through the mail. ETF, or electronic fund transfers, are much faster, and digital payments, which is a critical one, are safer than paper checks. According to the Social Security, paper checks are 16 times more likely to be lost or stolen than electronic payments. So, what can you do? Well, the Trump administration has given seniors 2 options. The first option is to either sign up for a bank account with your local bank or credit union and then call the Social Security Administration. I'm going to tell you how. Or sign up for electronic payments through the Direct Express debit card. So, here is what the Direct Express debit card looks like. You can go to their website, directexpress.com, usdirectexpress.com, and sign up for one. So this is a government-backed debit card that allows you to get your payments electronically. Now, it works like a debit card because the government knows that not everybody can get access to a bank account. So they've created this Direct Express card, which is backed by the US government to allow seniors and other federal government benefit recipients to get their benefit payments electronically. So they're providing you another option if you don't want to go sign up for a bank account and get all those fees. You can sign up for Direct Express debit card. It is not completely, you're not going to eliminate all your fees by signing up for Direct Express, but they've made sure that the fees are very minimal, and because they know the audience and they want to make sure that seniors are not being ripped off by unnecessary fees that other prepaid debit cards tend to pack. So if you need to make this change, here's the website you need to go to. It's called Go Direct. Go Direct website. It's also a federal website. I'm going to show it to you right now. Here it is, Go Direct, and it allows you to enroll your federal benefits payment electronically. So you can either get a direct deposit or you can sign up for the Direct Express debit card. You can download the form from their website, fill it out. Now, as I said, it's a US government site, and this is how you know. At the top of every US government site, it says at the top or at the bottom, an official website of the United States government. And so you need to watch out for that. And here are the options you have to comply with before September the 30th. Option number 1, direct deposit. And it gives you what you need to do to sign up for direct deposit for your Social Security. Or you can do your Direct Express debit card, and it gives you instructions on what to do and the number to call to sign up. So, as I mentioned, if you know a senior that needs to hear this, send this information to them ASAP as soon as possible to make sure that they don't get their benefit check stopped because they did not take action soon enough. Now, the second thing I want to bring to your attention, but before I do that, if you've been paying attention to my video, I've been sharing some great news over the last couple of weeks, and I wanted to give you an update on that. So we did set up a membership site for seniors, and I know that I've talked about it over and almost 130 people have already signed up and are getting so much value out of it, but I wanted to give you a peek of what the website looks like so that you can see how much activity is happening over there. So this is our membership site. It's called BIS, Benefits Insider Circle. It is on the school platform. I'm going to share the address in the comments and in the description to this video. But you can see this is what it looks like. And you have people already on this right-hand side. There's a leaderboard, people who are engaging with each other, and the most important thing is that we are providing you a ton of value. We're posting content that we don't post on YouTube. We don't post on any social media to help you maximize your retirement benefit. And one of the things I wanted to share with you from this is that, one of the perks of being part of this group is that you get access to all our guides. And just this weekend, we released a new guide. It says 10 proven ways seniors can make an extra $500 to $1,000 each month. And it's a comprehensive guide to help you put that extra money in your pocket. A lot of seniors want to get part-time jobs, but they're struggling to find which one they can do from home, or which one fits their schedule, or which one is convenient for them. This guide is going to tell you that. And so if you are interested in becoming a member of this community, look at the comment section or the description to this video. There will be a link to our Benefits Insider Circle on the school platform. Very, very fun. So much value going out there. You are missing out if you don't join this group. So let's move to the next thing. I talked about the fact that they are trying to fix Social Security cost of living adjustment. Why is that? Well, it's because COLA has been disappointing over the last couple of years, and a lot of seniors have been frustrated. So here is the news that I got from the Senior Citizens Leagues. The Senior Citizens League is a reputable advocacy group for seniors, and their whole mission is this. The Senior Citizens League is one of the nation's largest nonpartisan senior groups. We are here to ensure that you receive the benefits you've earned and to help you in any way we can. Well, that's them. Well, this is what they're saying. They are excited about legislation called the CPIE Act, the Guaranteed 3% COLA Act. That's the one I want to talk to you about. The Guaranteed 3% COLA Act. Why is that important? Because there's been years when cost of living adjustment for Social Security has been 0%. In 2021, it was 1.3%. There's been years, about 4 or 5 years in the last 20 years, where COLA has been 0. This act is going to set it at 3%, so that your cost of living adjustment would never go below 3%. Why is that important? Well, in 2025, you got 2.5%, even though inflation is high and has stayed high for a lot of goods and services, and in 2026 is projected to be 2.7%. So even though seniors are feeling the pain of inflation, your COLA for this year and next year is not even going to be close to 3%. So the reason why I'm excited about this bill is that it's going to put COLA at 3% minimum, and then in years of higher inflation, it's going to boost your Social Security cost of living adjustment even higher. So where does this stand right now? These bills are currently in Congress. It is part of a lot of multiple bills that are coming this fall. And I'm going to do a video and update you on all the bills that I think have a shot at getting passed within the next 12 months in this Congress, in the 119th Congress, that is going to put more money in your pocket. So look out for that video later this week, where I'm going to talk about 5 ways that Congress is going to put money in the pocket of seniors this year. So stay tuned for that. But I wanted to give you this breaking news because this is something that a lot of seniors have been frustrated about, and I want you to know that there are things in the works that is going to fix COLA once and for all. And then lastly, if you've been paying attention to the Social Security news, you've heard that Social Security is running out of money in 2032. Well, that is true. If nothing is done, you are going to get about a 25% cut in your benefits. And this applies to existing Social Security recipients and future Social Security beneficiaries. Why? Because by that time, the Social Security Rainy Day Fund is going to run out of money. And so now they'll have to depend on just the money they are collecting from payroll taxes and Social Security taxes on existing recipients. Those are going to be the 2 ways they're going to be able to get money to pay beneficiaries. And that's not going to be enough. that's only going to be able to cover about 75% to 78% of the money that's needed to pay current beneficiaries their full retirement benefit. And so Congress has to do something. They either has to find ways to bring in more money or slow down how much money is going out. A lot of people don't like the slowing down part because it means that your benefits are going to be cut. It means that the Social Security retirement age will be raised. It means that your cost of living adjustments will be slowed down. Those are not great options. So Congress is now looking at how can they bring in more money into the system. And so that brings me to this breaking news that is talking about a brand new idea to try to fix Social Security for the future. And this is from The Hill. It's talking about a $1.5 trillion investment to fund Social Security. I am going to read it to you. So, the reason why I'm excited about this is that it's a bipartisan effort because, in Congress, nothing gets done until you get both parties on the same page, which rarely happens. And so, when it happens, I take it seriously. So, here is what's happening with this bill. A bipartisan duo in the Senate has been garnering attention for a pitch aimed at shoring up the solvency of Social Security. The idea, pushed by Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana and Tim Kaine of Virginia, calls for an investment of $1.5 trillion over the next 5 years into an investment fund that would then be given 70 years to grow. And here is what they had to say. It is something to save Social Security, and to save the benefits flowing to people, frankly, will either already depend on them or will depend upon them going forward. So it means that people who depend on Social Security and need it badly are the people that they are looking at and realizing that a 25% cut is not going to be something that is going to be a good idea for seniors, that majority rely on Social Security for a significant source of their income. So while the senators have yet to release the text of their bill, they are saying that they want the government to put in $300 billion over the next 5 years. The money will be invested in stocks, bonds, and other investments. And Cassidy said it will be held in escrow for 70 years. Any dividend being paid, for example, flow back into the investment fund. As that occurs, we also repeal the law requiring that benefits be cut to match income. What do they mean by that? Currently, the federal government has a law that says that if the Social Security rainy day fund runs out of money, Social Security can only pay beneficiaries with money it collects in taxes, payroll taxes. Well, they are saying that once this money, the $1.5 trillion, is put into this account, Congress needs to repeal that law because it allows Congress to borrow money to pay Social Security beneficiaries everything they are owed, because there is this $1.5 trillion investment fund that later, once it makes enough money, can be used to pay back any money that the government borrows in order to make Social Security beneficiaries whole. So it is not a clean process, but it solves the problem and solves the problem permanently. And that's why I am excited about it, and you should be excited about it. I am going to keep tabs on this and make sure that as soon as they release the details of the text for the bill, I am going to do another video and bring you details on what this bill means and its chances of passing. And so that is all I wanted to cover today. Lastly, let's talk about Medicare. We are entering the Medicare open season very soon. If you are in the wrong Medicare plan and are worried about the fact that you've not been getting the Medicare benefits that you have earned and deserve, I have help. Our partner, Chapter Medicare, whose number you see on the screen, have helped over 2,000 of our viewers get into a better Medicare plan. And you could be next. All you have to do is give them a call. Chapter is going to help you. They're going to look at your benefit as it is right now and see if you are in the best plan for you. A lot of Medicare plans are actually locally based, especially Advantage plans. They are specific to where you live. And so if you don't know what plans are good in your neighborhood, in your city, in your state, you may be in the wrong plan and not even know it until you need help, and then you realize that you're in the wrong plan. And so Chapter will look at your plan and tell you whether you are in the right plan. And if you are, they will tell you. And if you're not, they will help you get into the best plan. They are not there to sell you anything. They are there to help you. So call the number you see on the screen, 9-205-2147. Or if you rather they call you, then fill out the form at askchapter.org/insider. I'm going to put that in the comments. I'm going to put it in the description to this video, and join the over 2,000 of our viewers that have already called Chapter and gotten help with their Medicare plan. So guys, that is all I have today. If you like what you heard, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back tomorrow with more breaking news and anything in and out of Congress that can help you maximize your Social Security benefits. See you tomorrow.